It slices. It dices. Well, no, it doesn't dice. It just slices, but it does a heck of a job slicing. I'm going to be cutting up a bunch of stuff tonight here with my Avantco Slicer. This is the second video I've shot with that. If you want to check out the first one when I first cracked it out and was really excited about it, you can check it out on the channel. Tonight, though, what I've got here are some mushrooms I'm going to be slicing up. I've got an onion, I've got a couple of different cuts of meat here, some meat that I dry aged, and then also some raclette cheese, because tonight we are having raclette for dinner. So I'm going to try to slice up as much as I can using this. Now, the first thing I want to try out will be some mushrooms here. So I've just cut them in half so that I can get them nicely flat up against the slicer itself. Let's see how these things work out here. Oh yeah, super easy. Nice slices. Okay, I'm going to, some of them are getting caught in here. Getting a little greedy. No problem though. Alright, I'm going to whip off a bunch of these and then we will check out the next item to be sliced. Alright, in all honesty, I decided I didn't like how the slicer was working with the mushrooms. They were sticking a little bit, became more of a hassle, and honestly, this is super quick. So I'm going to finish the mushrooms by hand and do everything else with the slicer. Okay, so next up, I've got some of this homemade Capicola. You can actually check out the video from when I was dry aging this if you like. Now, let's see how thick I'm going to want it here. And by thick, I mean thin. Okay, so that was sitting at 1 mil. That's probably a little bit thicker than I want for this, and I would have done half. Alright, so it's coming out just like this, which is beautiful. So I'm going to rip out a bunch of these at that, and yeah, we'll get on to the next meat here in just a minute. Alright, next we have a cured tandoori flavored pork tenderloin. I also had a video on this where I did 4 different flavors of pork tenderloins that I seasoned and cured, and this was by far my favorite of them. So it's time to get some of those going, because that'll be delicious. Yeah, nice and thin. And these are coming off just like this, just awesome little meat nugs here. Beautiful. So we'll get these all sliced up, and then we will play with some cheese. Next we have some raclette. This is a quarter from a wheel that I just split up. And this I'm going to want to go a little bit thicker. Let's see what 2 looks like on here. Yeah, see, that's a really nice thickness there, I think. The cheese. It doesn't like the end of that rind, but it's funny. Actually, maybe I'll do it backwards. Oh, that's the way to go. Starting with the rind first. Oh, it keeps trying to suck it through. No problem. Alright, so I'll do a few more of these, and then we will get on to the bad part, the onions. Alright, now of course the part I have not been looking forward to, because I cry like a little baby when I start slicing onions. But here we go. I love to use the slicer on onions when I'm doing smash burgers, because they work really well. You can just smash that, smash your ground meat right on top of a big old pile of these onions. The only downside to this is that it spits a little bit of that onion juice out. And I just got some of mine. Okay, so I'm going to try and get through the rest of this here, and we'll come back in a sec. Okay, now actually, slight change of plans. I am going to get off a few slices of this low moisture cheese as well, just because the little ones prefer that to the raclette. As you can see, it comes off like a dream. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll just get some of this done up. Alrighty, so here we are. So just to review, mushrooms, not really worth your time on it. Onions, absolutely. They're beautiful. They're super thin. They're going to cook really quickly on the raclette grill. Then we also have, of course, the dry-aged meats. 100% worth it. It worked super well. The raclette cheese, so that kind of semi-hard cheese, worked really nicely on there. And then that low-moisture mozzarella came off super quickly. So, yeah, slices all cleaned up. Beautiful, ready to put away, and now it's time to eat. All right, so we've got a pile of stuff here. We got some beautiful raclette cheese coming off. Oh yeah, dripping it on. The base of this is some amazing Portuguese sourdough. You should check out my video on making that. It is so savory and beautiful. Oh yeah, there we go. Good times, fun with the slicer. Till next time, folks. Keep Road 11.